Then we also have an option to link Confluence content. So what it's trying to do is look through Confluence, whatever I have access to, and it's going to try and share with me any related documents that could be useful. So otherwise, what it would require is I go to Confluence, I search for the things that I need to do as part of the story. But here, because AI is able has access to Confluence and Jira both, it's able to search through everything. So it's as easy as me liking or suggestion. So I click this and I say this. So that's it. It's actually created a link here. So whenever later I need to work on something, I can go look at these. And as a project manager, also I can really help people get started. I can just come here, link whatever I think is useful, and it will get people started much quicker. Then the other thing we want to show is the child work items. So story could be big, it could need subtasks. So one click away, it can read through what we need to do here. We have certain acceptance criteria. So based on that, it's suggesting me some subtasks here. So again, really easy. Whatever I like, I click accept. Whatever I think I need to edit, I can edit from here, and finally, submit what I like, and what I don't like, and simply remove. So saves me some time there. And each of these subtasks will also have options like improved description. So these whatever I selected was actually created, and whenever I want, if I want, then I can also go there and improve description for individual subtasks also. And one more aspect of our daily work is providing status updates. So every other day, somebody will come ask me what's happening on this ticket, and I need to be nice and formal about it. So if you see, Anshul has asked me to share a Confluence link, which includes script and demo. So and he's asking for an update. So this button which appears in the comment section, status update, it allows me to respond to his question much quicker. So I could just provide an update what I'm doing. And I've also suggested somewhere in the bottom that Ayushi is working on the script and demo. So that's what it's given. Very easy, insert, and I can share it. Let me show you some other options. There's also I can thank. So these are certain things that we do on regular basis. If these are tiny touch-ups, and it can save us some time in terms of me actually doing the development and spending much less time and actually thinking on what to write, if it's polite enough, if it's strong enough, like all these things AI can really help me with. And if you also saw that all these answers are not generic, they are based on what's happening in the comments actually. So that's where it's helpful. There's also an option to summarize comments. So if I was a project manager taking care of multiple teams and projects, and I wanted to see what's happening in each one of them, there's a summarize comment option, and I can see what's happening. Upasana is doing this, Ayushi is doing this, Anshul said this, and basically all the important information that was part of all these comments that has come up. So this is a smaller list of comments, but in actuality, it could be much longer. So that's what we're trying to do. Right. These are some things that we can do with AI here. And of course, Rovo is there if I wanted to ask it questions like, uh, what I've been working on, what could be due soon, or one of the popular cases in some of the organization could be that you have a multilingual team and not all documentation or issues might be in the same format. So I click new here and I'll say that I need it translated to Spanish. So it may not be valid for all of us, but for most of us, it could be. Um, it is reading through everything, and because AI is really good at translation, it will try to translate my description for me. So it makes it really easy, even more easy for all of us to communicate with people across the globe and really come together. So this is what it's done. It's given me user story, context, acceptance criteria, and so on. And also it's summarized comments for me. So there's comments translation also. So just no document is out of your reach. As long as you have access to it, you should be able to read through it. Um, right. One last thing before I hand it back to Anshul, and that would be the JQL fight that we've all had. Instead of looking through, so there's of course this basic option where I could have drop down based searches, but not all searches can be made using basic. Sometimes we need JQL, and JQL is complicated. Not in this case, but it could be a case that you've seen in your past where it was impossible to get something. You needed help from Atlassian or somebody who's worked on JQL for longer. But AI can take away some of that pain. So let me copy and paste one of the prompts I have. So it's a simple one: open issues that are assigned to me. I write it in natural language. What AI is doing right now is it's creating a JQL for me. So it's listed everything that is not closed because that's what I said. It should be open, and I've said that assignee should be me. So it's considered everything there. So I have another case a little bit more complicated where I'm asking that I need list of unresolved issues in PhD project which are due this month or next. So again, what this is going to do is it's going to try and generate the query accordingly. Project PhD resolution unresolved because that's what I said. It's considered due date automatically as August and September, and then ordered by created. That we can play with. So earlier JQL was not something very comfortable with a business user. Maybe you had to be a little bit technical to understand those, but not anymore. Um, a lot of the search problems can be resolved using this. And there's a lot more AI can do. We have Robo custom agents. So there's those. I can show you agents first before we talk about custom. We have this is something called Robo agents. So these some of these come out of the box. We have a long list of things. This is in the flavor of agentic AI. It can do a lot. If you see blocker checker, we have bug report assistance, then we have code documentation writer. So there's a lot. A lot of these I've not covered today because this is an introduction session to AI and Robo. But if you are interested, we can always set up a follow-up session where we only talk about agents and what all other things we can do. In addition to out of the box agents, we also have an option called custom agents. So there's something called my agents. These are the agents that I've developed, and these are not. They don't require a code. You can just list down your instructions and what you would like them to do, and basis that an agent becomes available. And once you're ready, you can also roll this out. So people, when they're trying to search for agents, your agent, when it's been released, will also start appearing in this list. So it's really easy. Again, works the same way as others. When you click an agent, it gives you some prompts to start with, and that's something that AI will help you generate. So when you're setting a custom agent up, all these things you can set up also. But again, without going into much depth of this, I will now hand it back to Anshul. We are concluding the demo here, and then I think we are now headed to a quiz, which should be interesting for all of us.